Hello everybody, this is Suyash back again with another video, and before going ahead I have to thank you all for the appreciation and support that you show on my channel. Why am I saying this today? Because only yesterday I realized, I was checking the analytics for this channel, and only yesterday I realized that the like to dislike ratio on all my videos combined on this channel is more than 99%. What it means is that out of 100 people that have responded to the video, 99 have liked it, and only after 99 just one person has disliked it. uh, that is just incredible. I never anticipated and expected that it would be so well received, so I really have to thank you so much. And another way in which you support me is by commenting continuously, just to express that my videos are being watched and they are being appreciated and people are finding them useful here on the YouTube videos and also on my Facebook page. So yesterday I received a message on my Facebook page from one of my subscribers, and she asked me that, Suyash, can you help me with this? I keep postponing everything, and I think I lack motivation, and I keep procrastinating everything. So can you help me out? And I thought that was a great idea for a new video. So I hope that this helps all of you out, and this topic is also close to me because I have also been a serial procrastinator all my life, but I have made some changes in my life, and now I have really gotten rid of that habit of mine. So I feel that I can be of help to you. So this will be a two-part video because it's a lengthy topic. I want to talk a lot to you about it, but I don't also want this video to be very long. So I'll be covering three things that you can do starting today to get rid of this habit of procrastination to become more productive, and I'll be sharing more tips and tricks very shortly. So there are three things that we are going to talk about today that have really helped me stop procrastinating and get into this habit of being active and in a state of action every day. The first thing that we have to understand, and this is the first tip or trick, whatever you call it, that I have for you today. The first thing that we have to understand is what is procrastination. Procrastination is when you don't want to act, and the trick is to act anyway. Now that sounds ridiculous. You don't want to act anyway. Well, for a few days, or maybe 1 or 2 days, 3 days, you have to really do that. You have to make a conscious decision that I have this problem, I tend to procrastinate, but I have to improve my life. I really cannot go on like this, so I have to do something about it. And you act anyway. You act even though you don't feel like putting any action into whatever it is that you're trying to do. Now observe how this emotion of action and this emotion of getting things done, how it is different from your regular emotion when you don't get things done. Because when you get things done, when you put effort into it, it will be a feeling of satisfaction, a feeling of contentment at the end of the day, that you know what, I got things accomplished throughout this day, and that's excellent. Yesterday when I didn't do anything, I was feeling very guilty and very ashamed that I wasted another day, but today I'm feeling so good. Now that emotion, you really have to observe. You have to go inwards, go within yourself, and truly observe how you feel so different after putting in effort and after being active for, let's say, a day. I'll share with you a personal example of mine. Let's say there is something that I'm really procrastinating since a long time. Mostly with me, it is phone calls. If I have to call up somebody, have, say, an uncomfortable conversation, but it's also not so urgent that I really have to do it. It's up to me when I have to call that person. Sometimes I'll tend to just postpone it. I'll tend not to call that person. And I would also find that job, that task of calling that person and talking to him, I would find it so cumbersome that it would be so, I mean, I feel that I really will have to force myself every moment into that conversation to just talk to that person. These are the things that I feel when I'm procrastinating. But when there is a day when I really worked hard, when there is so much work, when I have so much work, and when before starting the day I would have felt that today I have so much work that I don't have time for anything extra. On such a day, when I do so much work, when I get so much accomplished, there is a surprise that's waiting for me in the evening. In the evening, when all that work is done, I am in a position to do even more work. Work that is not urgent, that is not important, but something that I have been postponing since a long time. I can actually get it done. Why? Because the entire day I have been in this state of activity, in this active state. You know, action leads to activity, which makes you active, right? So I have been in that active state, and so I can get other things done things that I would not even have thought about in the morning. Yeah, so really you really have to observe this, that when you act, you bring yourself into a position where you can put in more action. So action brings you into an active state. That active state gets things done. Number two, what gets written gets improved. I don't know where I heard this line. I probably heard it 10 to 15 years back. I don't remember who told me this line, but it has become so ingrained in me that I write down everything. Folks, what gets written gets improved. What I want you to do is to determine what your goal is. This is something that I want to do. How much action do you have to put into it to achieve that goal? Now, divide that entire action into an action plan. What is an action plan? The action that you have to put in every day. That action plan has to be written. Write down what you intend to do every day. And then you make a sheet. Let's say that action plan has 3 different components. Let me give you my own personal example. When I started meditating, I was probably 7 or 8 years old. I didn't know anything about anything. My father gave me a sheet of paper that had 3 columns in it. One was morning meditation, one was evening meditation for half an hour, and one was nighttime meditation that I had to do for 5 minutes before going to sleep. And my father said that, when you do the morning meditation, put a check in front of the date and below the morning meditation. When you do the evening meditation for 30 minutes, put a check. When you wake up the next morning and you know that last night you did the nighttime meditation before going to sleep, put a check. What that did is it quantified my success rate, that out of those 7 days, so that means 21 meditation sessions, I was able to do 20 of them. One I missed, so dad, next week I'm going to just get 21 out of 21. That brought me into the state where I was addicted to checks. I wanted to see checks everywhere. I didn't want any blanks. I didn't want any crosses. I just wanted checks. And that check in itself was a reward. Of course, when you get things done, as I spoke about in my last video about, setting small goals, tiny goals, and once you achieve them, just giving yourself a small reward, even if you don't do that, those checks in themselves will be a reward. So whatever you want to achieve, make a daily plan, something daily deliberate dedicated action. That's what you have to do, right? So every day what you have to do, and in that sheet of paper just check whether you did it or not, and just make it a habit of doing it. Very soon, in a matter of just 4 or 5 days, maximum a week, you will get addicted to getting those checks, and you will not want to have a blank or a cross over there, right? So get addicted to being successful, and you do that by following this very simple statement: what gets written gets improved. The third thing that you can do, number 3, get rid of distractions. Don't let yourself get distracted. I will tell you about 2 simple tips that I have really made a habit of following. Number 1, we all know that in our computers we have some very productive softwares where we can work and get things done, and also we have these things called Facebook and Instagram and even YouTube. Maybe you're procrastinating right now by watching this video. It's okay, because at least you're watching a video about this problem that you have, that you want to solve, so it's okay. But my point is that on our PCs and on our laptops, we have this array of things that are productive, but also these things that are very distracting. What I have done is, we all know that we have different user accounts in every laptop. Yeah. So many years back, when we were all, me and my elder brother, we were kids, so we just got to use my father's laptop. So in my father's laptop, we had 4 different user accounts, one for my father, one for my mother, and one each for us kids. Now it's a different era, we all have our own laptops, but even on my laptop, I have 2 separate user accounts. One is my work account, the other is my home account. On my work account, Facebook is blocked. I cannot, through my browser, I cannot open Facebook. There are no applications that are entertainment related on my work account. There is only one music app, because music helps me work, but apart from that, nothing. Now, if I have to open Facebook, what I will have to do is I'll have to close all the work that I'm doing, save it all, just close those apps on which I'm working, log out, and then log into the home account, and then check Facebook. I'm not going to do all of that. I'm a procrastinator. I'm lazy. I'm not going to do that. So what I'll do is I'll just keep working. The problem is that it's so easy to get distracted. I'm working on a spreadsheet, and all of a sudden, what, it'll take just 30 seconds. Let me just open the browser, see if somebody has liked my new profile picture. Yeah, see if Suyash has uploaded a new video. Yeah, it's so easy to get distracted that we just get distracted. We are not doing anything to stop ourselves. Yeah, so when we make getting distracted difficult for ourselves, we just because we are lazy and because we are procrastinators, we don't get distracted because it's too much work. Yeah, similarly, on my cell phone, I just put my cell phone away somewhere else. When I'm working, my cell phone is somewhere that even to retrieve it, I'll have to travel on the other end of my house, and I'll have to unlock an almirah, and in there is my cell phone. So I'll have to, it's so much work to get my cell phone, that I just decide, okay, fine, let me just finish this work, then I'll go and get my cell phone and do whatever I have to do once I'm done with the work. So just make it difficult for yourself to get distracted, uh, and use your procrastination to your favor. Yeah, and these three tips that I've shared with you, it's not necessary to just to just keep doing it. You won't have to keep doing it all your life. These tips are just for a month or two. Once you follow these, you will become habitual. Like right now we are habitual of maybe procrastination. Once we follow these things, we'll be habitual of being active, we'll be habitual of action. And once we are in that state, we won't have to consciously do these things will just happen to us. They'll be ingrained in us. Yeah, so I think that's all I wanted to. It's becoming too long, so I'll stop it here. More to come in the part 2 of this particular topic, procrastination part 2, coming soon. Once again, thank you for all the support. Subscribe, because I'm coming up with so many new videos. Next video will be about weight loss. I lost 16 kgs once, and how I did it, what difference it made in my life. I'm going to talk to you about it. I'm very excited about it, working on that video. And comment if you have any queries. Just hit like if you enjoyed this video, if you found it useful. Subscribe, and see you soon. Thank you so much.